Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices of the Stories You Play, Freshman Book 3, Chapter 15, Take a Chance on Me. The morning of Chris's presentation to Dean Stafford, you and Chris wait outside the student government building. You glance down at your unanswered texts to Zig. Zig, please tell me you're coming. Chris needs you. You promised you'd help with his presentation. I hope we'll see you there. I can't believe him. Have you heard anything from Zeg? Not a word. I'm so sorry, Chris. If I hadn't blown up at him after the concert... Mizumi, don't be ridiculous. You can't blame yourself for this. I just can't believe he'd blow me off after all the hard work we've put in. Chris, don't worry. You can handle this on your own. This is just one setback. If I may say, I love this in the background. I love the blossoms or anything. I gotta say, it really brings in the spring. You can handle this on your own. This was your idea to begin with. Zig was supposed to be our paragon. The proof that something like this could actually help people. Look, if Zig isn't fully invested in this, then it's probably better he isn't there after all. You created this proposal from heart. That's worth more than what Zig has to offer. Chris sighs, head lowered. Hey, look at me. Put a hand on Chris's arm. Dean Stafford will be able to see how important this is. You've just got to dredge up your confidence. Could use better words than dredge, but alright. Come on, football star. I know you've got this in you. You give him a hug, but his arm remains stiff at his sides. Stepping back with a sigh, you glance around once more for Zig. Ready to go? Yeah, let's do this. He heads in, shoulders drooping forlornly, and you follow at his heels. If he doesn't have the confidence for this, it's not going to go well. Oh, here we go. Ooh, they actually added people to the seats. Arjun meets you at the door. At the front of the room, Sebastian is talking animatedly with Dean Stafford. Gotta say, their art is getting far better. Our favorite snob has been buttering up Dean Stafford this whole time. I think I even saw them arrive together. Wait, where's Zig? Wasn't he coming with you? You and Chris exchange a look. Sorry, Arjun. Things didn't really work out. Oh no. Will you be okay there without him? I really don't know. But Sebastian smoozing with the dean is definitely not helping any. Chris, I'm sure you can get in a word with the Dean Stafford for 16 diamonds. You'll do just fine on your own. We went over this outside. You're ready for this presentation. Yeah, I'll just go set up. Chris will begin his speech at a disadvantage. Nate, see, that's bull. As Chris heads up front, you and Arjun take a seat in the audience. Soon Sebastian and Layla are situated at the other end of the row. Chairs creak as students take their seats. Professor Adia raps the gavel on the lectern, and hushes follow the room. This meeting will now come to an order. I thought I'd have the gavel sound. We have a special guest with us today, Dean Stafford. Thank you once again for coming. There is a polite smattering of applause. Without further ado, I'll turn the floor over to Chris, who will be discussing a new scholarship proposal. Professor Adia steps aside. Chris nervously looks over the audience, then clears his throat and stiffly begins his presentation. The Second Chance Scholarship is a proposal that is meant to help people with criminal records achieve a higher education and move forward in life. Sebastian coughs loudly. Chris hesitates, but continues his introduction. Many colleges have extra barriers in place that make it difficult for people with criminal records to clear the admissions process. Often, even when accepted, the cost of attendance is too high.
Before I let you get carried away, as treasurer, I must point out that the scholarships cost our institution a great deal of money.
We'd look in ways to earn money for it. Of course, we'll also have a scholarship fund,
much of which is provided by the generous donations from the alumni, who would be scandalized to learn what they were funding.
You know, no offense, but this typically doesn't happen in college and city council meetings and everything. Normally the presenter's allowed to talk, so shut the hell up, Sebastian. I don't know who went to college and thinks this is right. This never has been seen by me, and I never experienced this. So, yeah. The fact that he continually is interrupting, there should have been, Adia should have intervened. We would ask if they were okay with their money going towards the scholarship. If not, then we redirect their money.
If we let this pass, soon everyone will be trying to set up obscure scholarships, and our donors will have to play 20 questions to figure out where their money is going.
You lean over to whisper to Arjun. This is off to a bad start. Chris needs help. I'm going to say something, you should say something. Ooh, shit. Well, Arjun helped him set it up, but Mizumi's Chris's friend. Shit. This is tough. And then the fact of the matter is you don't know what Mizumi's going to say, and then you also don't know what Arjun's going to say. I'm going to say Arjun because he did help Chris set this up. And maybe he just needs that extra boost of teammate. So I'm going to say... well, no. Oh, I meant to click... I'm an idiot.
I don't know, Mizumi. I get that you want to defend him, but it's his presentation.
Well, someone has to help. You're his VP, and you weren't doing anything. Or did I pick him? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, I picked myself. I'm for a minute. You stay on them. Chris is just trying to set up the foundation for a great scholarship. You can save the logistics for later, Sebastian. And unilateral silence fills the room, and all eyes turn to you. Chris and Dean Stafford look shocked. But Sebastian's clearly overjoyed? Oh, crap.
Very well. I have another question. Christopher, you aren't at all shy about the fact that this scholarship would fund criminals?
We wouldn't accept murderers or...
Oh, lovely. It's good to see you've set the bar so high.
Layla cackles, and a few other students stifle their laughter. I've got this, Mizumi. I meant to click Arjun. Shit. Can we reboot? God. Arjun stands up, and you gradually take your seat.
Sebastian, it's exactly the sort of prejudice that prevents good people from being able to make up their minds. Teenagers make bad decisions because of peer pressure, school stress, bullying, you name it. College-age people with criminal records are typically convicted of minor non-violent crimes.
Arjun's right. Studies have shown that college education reduces the chances that people with criminal records will reoffend. But many schools make people with a criminal record go through extra steps in their applications. So they often just drop out of the process. I want to help ones that are that tough it out and get accepted and still have trouble paying for school and applying for aid. When I started playing football in high school, I was able to get my grades up because... Layla yawns loudly. Oh! I'm sorry. Let me start at the beginning.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Surely Christopher wouldn't have such a difficult time speaking on the student body's behalf if he believed what he was saying. Obviously, he's trying to excuse his own criminal past. Now that he's the student body president, he thinks the entire world revolves around him. The fact of the matter is, Christopher, nobody would give their money to this scholarship. Rewarding criminals for being criminals is a filthy joke.
Sebastian shoots Chris a devilish look that quickly turns into a smile.
Didn't you just rob the school fund, dog? You are, in and of yourself, a criminal. On that note, I propose we cut all scholarships, not based on academic merit, and ceases funneling money away from the students who actually have earned it.
I can't believe you're still serious about that. That's despicable, and we're hurt so many students here on scholarships already.
You mean students like you, who are here because they can throw a ball around?
I mean people you want to give the short end of the stick to, because you're a privileged bully. Sebastian, Christopher, can we please keep this civil? You kind of let that run out of its marks a few minutes ago, out of you.
Very well, Professor. Christopher, correct me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like the burden of proof is on you to justify this proposal. A proposal can't be passed on empty claims. If you're not speaking on your own behalf, then who exactly are you speaking for?
Chris opens his mouth to respond, but shakes his head. An anguished expression crosses his face. Requesting a timeout. I need a moment to gather my thoughts. Professor Edia raps the gavel on the lectern. This meeting will resume in 15 minutes. Chris picks up his presentation materials and hastily heads towards the exit, while you and Arjun follow.
Chris,
I'm going to get Zig Sebastian's right. I need someone else here, someone who can vouch for my proposal. I'm coming with you. Zig may not want to see me, but that's because I owe him an apology. It's time he got it. Thanks, Mizumi. Arjun, can you stay here and stall for us if we run late?
Yeah, no problem.
Chris dashes out of the room. Your legs burn as you try and keep up. You and Chris run into the coffee shop. Your display of urgency draws looks of curiosity and surprise from customers. Behind the counter, Zig spots you and puts down the glass he's cleaning. Dude, if you run, I will come into this game and beat your ass myself. Goddamn coward. Oh, I'm Mr. Big and Bad, and I can beat anyone's ass. But when it comes to emotions, I'm going to run. Yeah, he does not look happy to see me. Zig mutters something to his coworker and comes out from behind the counter, striding towards you. Oh! You want to fight? Let's go! Hey, I have a concept for you. It's called giving me my space. Zig, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened between us. And I know this isn't the best time, but we need you in the student council room. Chris's presentation... Oh, so now you need me. When I defended you at the concert, you acted like you wanted me out of your life. But now that your football star, student body president friend, is having a hard time with his big boy presentation, you need me back in it? How convenient. So what am I? An accessory? A pawn? Someone to keep around for when you're bored to treat like scum when I don't behave exactly how you want? I get it, Zig. You feel bad. I get it. I didn't like how they handed that either. But suck it up. You're a grown man. Zig, it isn't like that at all. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that at the concert. And if I could sit down with you right now and apologize for each thing I said, I would. But you and Mizumi have issues to work out. I get that. But this presentation is time sensitive, and we really need you right now. Things are going bad in there. Sebastian's wiping the floor up with me. At this rate, my proposal won't get off the ground. Look, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Yes, there is. And you know that. Sebastian's trying to make it look like the whole thing is just me going on an ego trip. But you know it's not. I need you in there, man.
I hate to break it to you, but this whole thing, the proposal, me helping you, it was all just wishful thinking. It wasn't realistic. Even if I could help, what good will it do?
Good for others? While you may not want part of the program. And this is something that I stress to everybody. Just because it does not affect you directly, please get involved. Because helping out a good cause is helping out a good cause. And it's your legacy, too.
I still have to deal with Sebastians of the world turning their noses up at me. And people like you two who just want to pity me.
Zig, prove Sebastian wrong? We're not pitying you. We've said this continually. We're going to go with prove Sebastian wrong. You don't seem like the type to let other people tell you what you're worth. Sebastian would love to see you fall because that's the kind of close-minded, vindictive person he is. He's had everything in life handed to him. In his opinion, is his opinion really worth anything to you?
That's easy for you to say. You've never had to deal with the type of judgment people like Sebastian dole out. Wherever I go, they're there, trying to make it impossible for me to fit in.
Hate to break it to you, dude. It happens to everybody. Please, Zig, just let your walls down, just for a minute. We're not all like Sebastian, and we're not all out to get you. Zig runs a hand over his face. Zig, I know we come from different backgrounds, but I think we're similar in a lot of ways. I wanted better for myself after I stole that car, but I didn't know how to achieve that until my coach showed me a way. He saw that I was more than just some deadbeat punk. I needed a helping hand then, and I'm not ashamed that I need one right now. I need your help, Zig. I have a feeling that you want better for yourself too. This might be the way. Zig looks between you and Chris, his glare finally falling away.
Man, I don't know how you don't hate me, 'cause I've caused nothing but trouble for you and your friends. I've basically ruined Kaitlyn's show.
I don't think that's true at all. Kaitlyn's been going through her own issues, and when she finally blew it up, it was easiest for her to blame you. You check your phone. Chris, time's up. We need to head back. Zig, it's now or never. Zig looks your way.
Sebastian wants to get rid of scholarships like yours, too.
Doesn't he? Yes! Finally! Mine, Chris's, and who knows who else's. He wants to screw us all over.
That snake! That's not happening on my watch.
There we go. Finally he found, like, a, I'm gonna go beat this with a pulp kind of motto. He heads to the counter to say something to his coworker, then strides back your way.
Let's go, I'm in.
That's my man. Zig breaks into a reluctant smile, but it fades away quickly.
Look, Mizumi, I know we've got some things we should deal with.
Guys, save it for later. We have to go. Arjun's probably up on the table singing and dancing, hello my baby, hello my darling. You storm back into the student council room to find Arjun talking with Dean Stafford. Zig follows Chris up front, where a relieved-looking Professor Adia raps the gavel on the lectern. Once everyone has retaken their seats, Chris directs his attention towards Dean Stafford. Dean Stafford, all I want to do is help people with criminal records who care about getting a higher education, but can't afford one.
You're still overlooking the word criminal in criminal record.
If you're advocating for special treatment of violent thugs. Zig turns to Sebastian, staring him down.
You want to know what someone with a violent criminal record really looks like? Well, you've got one standing right in front of you.
A burst of murmuring comes from the audience. Zig begins calmly.
I work as a barista on campus, but I'm not a student. When I was in high school, my sister broke up with her abusive boyfriend. I was helping her clear her stuff out of her place when he showed up and started getting aggressive. When she tried to walk away, he grabbed her. I tried to pull him away from her, and he threw a punch at me.
Zig takes a deep breath. His eyes meet yours, and you nod.
I beat him up. I beat him up and sent him to the hospital because I was defending my sister. I'm not proud that things went so far, but I am proud that I protected someone I love. I did my work in my time in juvie. I'm working to support myself now, but I have a criminal record that'll never go away. It feels like a bookend of my life.
He goes quiet, and silence hangs heavily. You can feel the entire audience is leaning forward in their seats. Chris takes advantage of that silence. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask Zig? You tentatively raise your hand. I'm sorry if this is too personal, but what was it like in juvie? How has your life changed since juvie?
It feels like I'm walking around with a sign over my head that says damaged goods. Trying to find a job that won't turn me down the second they find out about my record is tough. And so is telling my story to people. So consider yourselves pretty damn lucky.
Quiet laughter fills the audience.
The hardest part has been believing in myself. Being constantly aware of people's judgment has made me start to wonder if they're right.
Someone in the audience stirs behind you, and Zig nods at them.
Do you have any dreams you had to put on hold because of your record? I may not look the type, but I've always loved math. I was doing calculus my junior year of high school, scored high enough on the SAT to gain early admission into some colleges. Those admissions got rescinded the second I got this smudge on my record. My family's never been that well off. I've got a ton of siblings and a single mom. I used to think, hey, I'm smart. I can go to college, get a degree, a good job, earn enough to support us all. And now, I don't know if I'll ever do any of that.
Have you tried applying anywhere since leaving juvie? Zig looks over at Dean Stafford. Yeah, he applied to Hartfeld.
I won't lie. I've looked up the admissions procedures here. You ask about criminal backgrounds. That already feels like a rejection. It makes me feel like crap. And then I think, even if I managed to get accepted, attending a 4-year school like this would drown me in debt. Still, I've made friends here, seeing students excited to learn and discover themselves, seeing their friendships and professors supporting them. It made me want to be a bigger part of the community than just standing behind the barista counter.
You begin clapping and several people catch on. Zig shoots you a grateful smile. Chris finishes off the presentation strong, and he and Zig are headed off by Dean Stafford. As soon as the students begin leaving, you drift towards the door with Arjun. I hope they're getting some good news. On the very slim chance that they are, they won't be. Once Steve Stanford finds out that your friend's violent tendencies aren't a thing of the past. Oh, God. You know, it'd be great if a meteor would hit the sky. It'd be splendid. You know what, Sebastian? You're not getting to us. I'm tired of your crap. Watch your back. You're not getting to us. Let's try the high road. You take a calming breath. This proposal means something to Chris and Zig. You're fighting against them because you don't like them, but they're fighting for it because it matters to them. What matters to them is to clear their conscience. Maybe you should try talking about that, Mr. Slick Hands, stealing the goddamn school's money. The more you say it, the more it loses power, Sebastian. You've fought your fight, and you've lost. You can't intimidate us anymore. I wouldn't call your victory just yet. We'll call it anyway. If you can't face the music, expect an even more stinging defeat. Chris and Zig head your way, and with Dean Stafford at their side. I look forward to meeting with you as soon as possible to discuss your proposal further, Chris. And Zig, should you apply to Hartfeld and go through the full process, I'll take a serious look at your application myself. Thank you, sir. That's a huge honor. Dean Stafford, might I have a word? Oh, can you make it quick? I have another meeting to get to. Before following Dean Stafford through the door, Sebastian shoots your group one last glare. At your looks of joy, he huffs and stomps out. It seems like Dean Stafford had positive feedback for you. You missed the best part. Get this. He said Sebastian was a pain in the ass. Not in those exact words, but close enough. And he really liked the proposal. That's great news. Congratulations, you two. Zeke, we really owe you for this one. I don't know. If Chris and Mizumi hadn't basically forced me along... Zeg... Does that mean no more running away? I'll try my best. You might just have to run after me again, though. Thrill of the chase. Gotcha. This obviously calls for a celebration. Dinner later this week, my treat. I've got plans tonight, but I'll text you about it. The three of you part ways with Arjun in good spirits and head out into the sunshine. It's not sunshine, damn it, until James is fixed. Thought I'd get that off my chest. You begin heading back to the coffee shop, but Zig stops at the center of the campus. Listen, guys, I'm really sorry about how I almost screwed you over today. Zig, come on. We're more than even. No, we're not. Zig sighs and turns up one corner of his mouth in a smile. I know I can kind of be hard to get close to. A shrink would say, I put up walls as a defense mechanism. People aren't really supposed to push against those walls, and they don't really try to. Well, in case you haven't figured it out already, we aren't a group of quitters. Yeah, you've made that very clear. And thank you for that. It's school, you know, having people care and everything. Chris, when I was ragging on you in the coffee shop about being on the football team and being student body president, that's cool too. It's great that, you know, you're doing all that stuff. I feel a heart-to-heart coming on. Just roll with it, okay? This is painful for me. I'm not great with apologies. And on that note, Mizumi... He meets your eyes and hesitates. I'll give you two a moment. Chris heads over to a bench, out of hearing range. Right! This is that things we should deal with conversation from earlier, isn't it? I figured we might as well get it over with. And try not to, you know, just start insulting each other instead. Zig, I'm sorry for saying those things to you after Kaitlyn's concert. I was upset, but I could have gone about it better. Actually, I was mostly mad at Kaitlyn, and I took it out on you. I'm so sorry. Are you and Kaitlyn okay? Girlfriend status reestablished.
Good. I'm glad. I shouldn't have said she was dragging you down. I know how important she is to you. That was...
Super shady? Yeah, it was. Zig grimaces.
I'll work on my attitude. If you work on not rubbing it in my face, 'cause that's shady too.
Ouch. Fair enough.
So, are we cool?
To be honest, yes. You really came through today. Thanks for all your help in taking down Sebastian.
Thanks for not giving up on me, even though I said all those nasty things in the coffee shop.
They say actions speak louder than words for a reason. What you did today spoke volumes. Chris heads back your way, phone in hand. Hey guys, I gotta get going. I got a text from Darren. He wants to hang out. You can't just bail on us. Besides, I've got an idea. Uh-oh. I know that look. You've been plotting something. Come on. You made me sound awful, and I was thinking we should throw a party for you two back at the suite tonight.
I don't know. I'm not sure all your roommates would be happy having me around.
Dude, if they could deal with Kaitlyn and her shit and making up, they can deal with just fine with you. You did far less, actually. After they hear about what you did today, I'm sure they won't mind. Kaitlyn's sorry for how she acted. She told me she wants to apologize to you. And you could always bring a gift, just in case. How about a... No, free lattes, please, God, yes. You do work at a coffee shop.
I don't know if my boss will be so generous, especially since I told him I was taking a 10-minute break. I could always pick something up at the store, though.
Oh, I want the coffees. I need coffee. I haven't had coffee in days. Your phone buzzes in your pocket, and you mouth an apology to Chris and Zig before answering a call from Kaitlyn. Hey, Kaitlyn. Hey, Mizumi. How did Chris's presentation go? It went great. And guess what? Zig showed up. You're kidding me! I'm serious. They wiped the floor with Sebastian. I was thinking of throwing a party back at the suite tonight. Oh, you know, I'm always down for a good party, but I called you with important business. Oh, could we have ended the book just now, please? I still don't have a dress for spring fling. I need you right now. Oh. Okay. Meet me downtown, and we'll talk about the party while we shop. I'll be there. You hang up and turn to Chris and Zig. Is everything okay? Just a major emergency. A fashion emergency. You two are off the hook for now, but I'll text you later. This party is happening. You wave goodbye to them, and then head downtown to meet Kaitlyn. Holy Mother of God, this book is long today. Whew, okay. Normally it's about 20-30 minutes. We're already at... You arrive downtown to find Abby and Kaitlyn waiting for you outside your favorite boutique. I heard Chris didn't totally bomb his presentation? What a vote of confidence, Abby. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But he did look like he was trying not to throw up all morning. I can safely report that he's got the dean on his side. Christopher Powell taking names and winning games and debates, I guess. So, did he need Zig for that? Or could he have handled it on his own? The presentation wouldn't have been nothing without Zig. Zig brought the emotional impact the presentation needed. It was pretty touching seeing him open up like that in front of all those people. It sounds like you two are okay again. Things can be rocky with him, but at least we're getting better than we were this morning. So Zig did his part, huh? guess I really do owe him that apology. You pull Kaitlyn close and give her a kiss on the cheek. He said he's sorry about the concert. I know you're probably still upset, and you've got every right to be, but he is sorry, and genuinely seems like he wants to make things right. He's full of surprises, isn't he? I don't know if I'd call his outburst all that surprising by now, and I'm not sure I forgive him yet, but I'm glad to hear he's apologized. Weren't you gonna apologize to him? Get over it. You both are even now. Shut up. Just give him some time and see where things go. I will. If you guys have given me a second chance, the least I can do is give him one as well. I was way too hard on him. You don't say. You were way too hard on our main character. And you still owe me a big, lengthy apology. She rolls her shoulders as though she's just letting a weight off of them. Phew. Okay, enough interpersonal stuff. I need a dress. You all start sifting through the racks, looking for the perfect dresses for the upcoming dance, and laughing over the fashion disasters you find. Oh God, Abby! My eyes are burning. The hot pink with black lace is so early. 2000s trash fire. Wow. Really? What? What? Okay, apparently my fashion's trash fire now. I'm a little depressed. You hold a mud-colored paisley dress up against you? God help us. This one looks like my grandmother's old wallpaper. Nothing beats being a wallflower, am I right? I was surprised they didn't put it on her. Kaitlyn pantomimes gagging while Abby hangs off of her, eyes teary with laughter. I really needed this. I missed you guys. I can't believe all that band drama got between us. It was really stupid, you don't say. It was one thing after another, and it all spiraled out of so fast. But hey, we survived the spiral, and we're better off for it. We've all gained at least a +1 wisdom bonus from the ordeal. Wisdom like suitmates before bandmates? How about just realizing we're all going to make mistakes, but we don't have to let that be the end of the world. Or of our friendship. As time passes, Abby is the first to narrow down her dress selection. She does a twirl for you and Kaitlyn in a flattering orange dress. Wow. I like it. I normally don't say that, but she actually, her skin tone, hair... yeah. They're not giving us any other choices, but I like it. So, thoughts? I'd go with that one for sure, Abby. You look stunning in it. I agree. Second, Tyler will go nuts. Good luck keeping it on all night. Oh, my. Don't worry, Kaitlyn. I happen to be going out with a gentleman. I'm not gonna say anything. It's just a quirky pun. Come on. Holy. Damn? Okay. What about this one? Wow. Okay. I gotta say, that was a dress of dresses. It took 10 dresses to get here, but this one is by far the best, Kaitlyn. Can we remove the chat bubble for a moment? I want to see the entirety of the dress. Wow. Okay. Wow. I like it. I really actually like it. I like it. Okay, it's the best, but how do I look at it? Can I give you a 20 out of 10? Smoking hot? Irresistible? To die for? You two are almost too much to handle. Kaitlyn swoons dramatically against you. Almost isn't good enough, Mizumi. Take me now. Dressing room, please. Okay, definitely too much to handle. What about you, Mizumi? Get in there and try those on. Oh, they both look awesome, Kaitlyn especially, and I'm gonna try on some shit. Mustard dress incoming! You enter the dressing room and take your time trying on your dresses. This is the last dance of the year. I need to look perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Holy neon, holy hell. Oh, wow. God. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's very, you know, formal. I mean, I'm trying to be a very neutral bias. Let's go to the other ones. That one kind of has an Indian style. I like the tummy trim. Like I said, it has kind of like an Indian kind of maker. I would say, someone in India, or, you know, kind of that way, kind of made that. That's just how I feel when I look at that. I feel like it's around that area. Let's see here. Next one is conventional, kind of done over and over and over with the sparkly and the. I'm not a big fan of the tons of sparklies. Unless it looks like the Cosmos, which we've seen that one dress. That was fantastic. Damn, they give Kaitlyn the bombshell one. I would have gone with, honestly, a little black dress, but unfortunately, they don't give it names. Oh, they don't give it names, so that one's, I guess, the best one. That's tough. I don't actually like either one of those. I mean, like I said, they're okay. I'm gonna go, I mean, we have to go, because it's not a diamond edition, but we'll go with the yellow. Oh, God. Well, this beats nothing. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. This might not turn heads, but simple and sweet. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like a dandelion, kind of. You open the dressing room door to show off your look. Well, what do you think? It's nothing fancy, but... Yeah, especially when it looks to Kaitlyn, it's like, Holy Mother of God, you know? And, you know what, I'm going to save it for the recap, because I have to. I know I'm not blind right now, and I think Pixelberry put in a little bit too much detail. I'm just gonna lay it out there. I'll let you take a moment, pause, look. Okay. Anyway, you look super pretty, as always, Mizumi. Breezy, elegant. You've got spring fling down to a T. I agree. You both together with your dresses look like some flowers you would find out. You know, some wildflowers. You purchase your dresses and fill Kaitlyn and Avian on your plan to celebrate the boys' victory at the suite, and then head off to the shop for supplies. Holy Mother of God, it's still going! Oh, wow, okay. After a long afternoon out on the town, you return to the suite and begin setting up. Guys, this cookie recipe says to bake until golden brown, but how brown is golden brown? You've never cooked in your life, have you? Zach, you've eaten cookies before. This isn't rocket science. Eaten, yes. Bake, no. Stick a toothpick in the middle and see if it comes out clean. I hate to break it to you, Tyler, but I think that's just a cake thing. Actually, I've done it with brownies, done it with cakes. Yeah, I've done it with a couple things, actually. Zach, help me take these streamers. The cookies will be fine. You say that, but... Just then, the doorbell rings. Oh, I guess Zig's early? You walk over to the door and answer, and it's probably Sebastian! Hey, Zig. Oh! Shit. Hey, Mizumi. James, what are you doing here? I'm back from LA. For good. And I want to talk. James has crashed the party, and he doesn't look happy. find out what he has to say in the next installment of Freshman. Oh, well, okay. Wow. Damn, they really built this one up. Almost an hour long. I'm gonna keep it as is. Normally I would cut it in half, give half now, and half right after I upload that part. But I figure I'll keep it as a whole. So, long story short, I hope y'all did enjoy the episode. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please do so because due to the changes with YouTube, dear God, if you watched one of my Fallout episodes recently, which I showed on Twitter, pretty much YouTube is really hurting YouTubers now. So I have to put in at least 20 to 30% more work than before to be where I was before and not try and push forward. So it's really a setback. So please, let's grow our community. Yes, we're up to almost 2,600 subscribers, which is fantastic. But sharing the videos helps to get the content out there, helps to get other people to enjoy the views and check out the content. So please do so. Like I said, great episode. I really loved it all around. It was awesome. I really have not much recap on it. I'm sure I could dredge some up, as the word was said. I'm going to see how the other 3 chapters pan out. I lowered the quality a little on this video, not my audio or anything. Basically, I lowered the video quality to upload it a lot quicker, since it's not a game. So I dropped it from 60 FPS to about half the size. So hopefully the choices and everything that doesn't require graphics intensity will start dropping a lot quicker, which will help me get content up faster, and then will also help you guys' internet and everything. Especially if you're on a finite amount of bandwidth and whatnot. Or if you're watching at home, too, it helps to load quicker, helps to keep that stream going, and doesn't clog you. So, without further ado, I hope y'all stay awesome, stay well, and until next chapter or the next video you watch, stay golden. Peace out.